Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Deb and this is DebLevArt. And today I don't have any painting for you, but I do have a sketch for my new painting that I've been working on. I haven't gotten to the painting this week. If you don't know, I am an elementary art teacher and all the staff went back this week. We had like an open house night. So just a lot of getting my sleep back on schedule, a little less sleep than I'm used to over the summer, and just trying to have like a steady, energy level, that will come maybe in a month when we get kind of back in the swing of things at school. But yeah, so I haven't had the chance to paint this week at all. Right now I'm recording, it's the weekend, and I will eventually, maybe tonight, get to some of this. It sounds like it would feel really good to start painting tonight a little bit anyway. I do have a sketch for you that I wanted to share. It's for my big watercolor painting. So I have it in my notebook here, and I'll take you through some of the meaning behind it. I have already come up with a poem that I really like too. Usually that doesn't happen until I'm kind of close to finishing my paintings, but it came beforehand, so I just kind of went with it. And I'll share that as I finish the painting. But yeah, this is called Ad Astra Per Aspera. Now this means to the stars through difficulties. This quote kept coming up, or this motto saying, kept coming up, I want to say close to a year ago, maybe less. And it was like during when all the fire horse energy was kind of coming through. And it was, yeah, just really coming through for me, kind of beforehand actually. And to the stars through difficulties. And I kept getting these signs and synchronicities. There's even an artist that I follow for surface pattern design. I've taken her courses to learn how to create surface pattern design, and I've since kind of put that on the back burner, at least for now. But I bought one of her prints, Ad Astra Per Aspera, and I just kept getting these synchronicities and these signs that kept coming to me. So I ended up purchasing it. It's on my little cabinet over here. And I thought in the back of my mind, like one day I will be inspired to create a piece of art with Ad Astra Per Aspera, that quote, and I just didn't know how and when. But I did finally here for my next painting. And this happened kind of around the buck moon, which is not too long ago, like last month. And I included like this moon. You can see like the buck antlers just kind of went off the page. And it's a rocket going to the moon. There's hummingbirds, mountains in the background. And then I have Ad Astra Per Aspera, on the rocket. You have the two boosters with sacred geometry. And then down here, the fire that comes out of the boosters. This will actually be the asemic calligraphy. So I'll be writing sentences, kind of putting that energy into those sentences. They'll be abstract. You won't be able to read it, but I'll be having that energy kind of put into the boosters, the fire in those boosters. So this kind of came up. I'm a Pisces. I always say it. I'm a Pisces sun. I'm a Pisces rising, and anything astrologically that's affecting Pisces has always affected me pretty strongly, and this is no different. When that buck moon came, it came for me, and I thought I was really getting past some things, and I thought there's nothing else to release. There's nothing else that needs to come up, and boy was I wrong. That buck moon brought. I kept seeing the word it'll pull things out of you violently. I just kept thinking, yeah, that happened. I had so much anger from kind of some old wounds, and then also these things that kept happening that were kind of crossing my boundaries, not kind of, definitely. And then another ending on top of that. And I just went through yet again. And I think you know, I can expect that pretty much for the rest of my life is going through, right? We all go through. And I think because I've been so open to going through the pain and difficult memories, feelings, that they're going to come up to be dealt with and to be released. So as this has been happening over the last month, basically, I thought of this idea for my next painting. And I thought, you know, this rocket, because NASA, I guess, uses this quote, Ad Astra Per Aspera, to the stars through difficulties, and just overcoming those challenges. Any challenges that you have, you know, I thought I'm not stopping at the mountains. Like, I'm climbing mountains, literally hiking a mountain not too long ago in Montana. And then, but I'm not going to the top of the mountain. That's not my goal. My goal is to go to the moon, to the stars. And to get there, there's difficult things. There's challenges that I have gone through. There's challenges that I will continue to go through. And it's just a reminder that, like, I can do this. And the boosters really started to kind of have form meaning for me because I have really released a lot of people from my life. I have removed them from my life. And I know that sounds harsh, but sometimes we outgrow. I talk about this all the time in my videos. Like, we outgrow what doesn't align with us any longer. And it's, you know, if you're not growing and changing in this life, I think that's a huge problem. I think growing and changing is the point of life, a lot of it. But anyway, so the boosters I kind of see as these people who brought me to this place. And I realized became difficult. Like, these were difficulties. These boosters, they help lift the rocket, me. They help lift me, but they can't stay with me. The boosters are not meant to come with you to the moon. They literally break off as they boost the rocket, and they fall into the ocean. And if the boosters stay with the rocket doesn't have enough power to go to the moon. The boosters are meant to fall away. They're meant to lift until the rocket's ready to let the boosters go. The boosters, if they hang on, they run out of steam. The rocket and the boosters go into the ocean, or, you know, crash into the mountains here. And so that's kind of what those boosters did, is take on that meaning for me, that it's okay to release the things and people that no longer serve you, that were there for your benefit, for their benefit. It's, you know, mutual, and until it's not. And then you're me. I'm meant to keep going to the moon, to my dreams, to the things I want to achieve in this life. And there's always going to be difficult times. There's always going to be letting go, and pain and grief, and, you know, sometimes regret. But I really, truly don't have regrets about anything that I've removed. These hummingbirds had been coming to me in dreams, and hummingbirds are everywhere in my life. I literally have a little, you know, tattoo, and they are, you know, my spirit animals. There's 2 hummingbirds I have on my back deck, and a hummingbird feeder that visit every day. And they're like, "Where's the water?" One of them really actually came out from around the house and fluttered in front of me when I was in the process of changing their water. And I'm pretty sure they were like, where's our water, lady? Get on it." So anyway, I got them their water after it cooled down, of course. But this is my spirit team, right? My guardian angels, my spirit guides, and they're guiding me to this place that I can't see and feel. I used to be able to see and feel it, but it's all in the uncertainty that I had to get comfortable with, because I don't know where I'm going. I can't picture it. I used to have clear visions, and I don't anymore. I just know that things are working behind the scenes for me. And this is me on this rocket, going to the stars through difficulties, through challenges, through heartbreaks, through grief. And I'm in this life, I don't want to suffer. And so I try to move through it as best as I can, as much as possible, and grow and change because of the difficulties that I experience. So this is this is my idea for my painting. It will look maybe a little different from the sketch. I do want to include some plants and flowers, as those do represent me. I have plants and flowers galore. And yeah, so the mountains too. Yeah, I want to soar past the mountains. What's coming out of the boosters, that fire, those are going to be, I'll even do the asymmetric calligraphy with these and write my poem out and just kind of overlap that. I did get like a comment that on something on YouTube Shorts that my calligraphy was just a whole lot of nothing. And it's abstract. Two, I'm putting into the calligraphy, the abstract calligraphy, like I'm thinking and writing at the same time. I'm not just doing it without any thought. I'm literally putting energy and the words, even though you can't read them, into the piece of art. So that's different for people sometimes to know that is my kind of art, and that's totally fine. But yeah, just kind of a little explanation there. I do plan on using more gold leaf. I love my gold leaf. And I'm trying to decide colors too. I have kind of a color palette, and it comes out in every one of my paintings. So bright, bold, purples, blues, greens, pinks, or everything neon now. I'm kind of addicted to the neon colors. So yeah, I'll kind of put this down, but that is the plan for the big painting. I hope to get to more of that this week, and actually get painting on it at night and get some more content out for you that's the painting. I feel bad when it's not painting content, but life's gonna life, and school, my job to pay for all this stuff, pay for my watercolor paper, my watercolors, obviously takes precedent, and just a change in routine can be stressful and difficult. But once I get underway, yeah, more watercolor paintings. And I just trust in spirit that whatever comes to me is the next painting. I actually have a little bit of an idea. I think it needs to take more form for my next painting as well. And yeah, I'm just kind of forming that in my mind. Whatever comes to me, that's kind of what I go with, which is what happened here as well. Yeah, so more to come, more painting to come for the next video. Thank you for joining me today, and take a look at some of the sketching that I'm doing. I have a little planting in there for you as well, which you've already seen. But yeah, just a little bit of sketching, not a huge super painting video today, super intense painting video, but that's coming next week for sure. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the video, and thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one.